Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And as we talk about the different aspects of your internet connection and speed and why it works or not, we're talking, the first videos are about speed. I showed you in the last video how to check your speed of the internet connection using a website called speedtest.net. Now, you might think, I am not getting the speed advertised. What is happening? If that's the case, then you might be checking at different little things that you are going to change, or maybe it's a misunderstanding of how things work. First of all, if your connection is slower, one of the first things that you should do is always connect your PC directly using a Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable is always faster in most examples than Wi-Fi. Considering that a lot of people have older modems and older routers for Wi-Fi, sometimes it's a mix of both that are integrated together. It could be that the Wi-Fi protocol, or it could be that your PC's Wi-Fi adapter isn't up to par to the connection you're having. So you should always try a speedtest.net with a cable. If using an Ethernet cable from the computer to the modem or router gives you the proper speed, you know that it has to do with your Wi-Fi connectivity. And we're going to talk about that in the next video, Wi-Fi and routers and what to expect out of the connections out of them. So once you test it with the cable, if you've got correct speed and it matches what you're paying for, then you know that the connection itself is not a problem and that the computer is capable of doing it if you have the proper hardware. Now, if you are testing and it's still slower than advertised, there are several things that could be happening. First of all, the type of connection you have might be slower depending on the distance you are from your internet service provider's repeater, if you want. So as you are connected, there are some repeaters every few kilometers to boost up, if you want, the connection speed and signal that goes into your modem. There are some instances where the speed advertised and the speed, the real speed you get, are very different because you're either too far away or the technology, the cables used outdoors, are older type of technology. And there are different types of connections today. You might still be on an old DSL or digital subscriber line in some areas. If you do, that is often a very slow connection, and slower than most connections today. Then you have, of course, cable, which is faster usually and better. And you might have fiber optic, which is the top-notch quality in terms of internet speed. So these are things to know about. The other thing that might be happening is with your router or modem. It could be that the modem you're using is getting too old. Modems, routers, like every bits of technology we use in hardware, need to be changed from time to time. There are new protocols and faster devices that are available today. On your computer's part, same thing happens. Your Wi-Fi adapter, or even in some cases the Ethernet adapter, might be of an old technology, not capable of reaching the speeds that your internet might give you. So that is a possibility also. So make sure that what you have is the latest technology. If the modem and the router are given to you by your internet service provider, well, call them up and say, well, do you have newer hardware that will be better because I'm not reaching the speeds that I should be paying for? And of course, they're often going to change an old modem, or in some cases, it's a combination. You have a combo. The modem and the router, Wi-Fi router, are within the same enclosure. So it is a possibility that some of your internet problems come from the fact that these devices are too old. Not counting that today, we also have new protocols. So, there used to be Wi-Fi B, which was an old, slow internet connectivity. Then came G, which was much faster. Then we went to N, which is probably the prevalent one today for a lot of people. And then you have AC and AX. So in my case, my devices are all AC, which are much faster than older technology. So getting up to par with anything that is old is a good idea. The modem, why not ask your internet service provider to give you something that is more recent if your modem is more than 3 or 4 years old. It might be getting too old. The other thing also about routers, if you have your own router, or even if it's given to you by your internet service provider, if that router is more than 5 years old, you definitely want to have something new, as the protocols change, and the only way to get faster speeds and better connectivity will be to have newer devices. Routers that are 7, 8, 9, 10 years old are slow compared to today. And you also have another advantage of getting new devices. Routers and modems can have security flaws, and these can be, of course, not fixed. Basically, your internet service provider might actually not fix anymore. The provider of that modem, the manufacturer of the modem or router, might not provide security updates because after a certain time, they just don't do them anymore. And there could be some security risks due to that. Even though for most it's a low risk, it's still not a zero risk in general. So check your devices, and like I said, connect yourself with an Ethernet cable. That will immediately tell you if your internet speed is up to par with what you're paying for. And don't forget that if you live especially in rural areas, if your internet speed is not to par, it could be because of the distance between you and the repeater, and signals are weaker on the cable, and that means your internet will automatically be slower. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.